On sexuality again, my outrage at the term immoral lust. Xiefeng. December 14, 2010. Since time immemorial, humanity has never truly understood, appreciated, or openly praised sexuality. Instead, sex has been regarded as something ugly, dirty, immoral, and shameful. This misperception is the root of humanity's degradation. Such views have turned truth upside down, confused beauty with ugliness, distorted authenticity, and misinterpreted good and evil. Sex is the most beautiful phenomenon in the universe. No beauty, be it flowers, human beings, or landscapes, can surpass the beauty of sex. No purity, be it of water, humanity, or nature, can rival the purity of sex. Among all things, the noblest, the purest, the most pristine, the most romantic, the most enchanting, and the most valuable is sex. Hence, sex is Buddha. Buddha is sex. To demean or insult sex is to demean or insult Buddha. Human beings are divided into male and female, created to be attracted to one another, to enjoy the wonders of sexuality. This is a gift from the ancestral Buddha, the greatest creator. Consider the harmonious fit, size, and structure of the male and female reproductive organs. Reflect on the physical, mental, and spiritual pleasure and wonder brought by their union, and you will understand the Creator's intentions and benevolence toward humanity. Eyes are for seeing, ears for hearing, and feet for walking. The sexual organs, likewise, are not merely for urination but for experiencing the joy of sexuality. To have eyes but refuse to see, to have ears but refuse to hear, to have feet but refuse to walk, and to neglect the use of one's sexual organs, this is to defy the Creator's intentions, making one a perverse being. All who degrade, vilify, suppress, desecrate, or attack sexuality are going against the natural order. They defy the attributes of nature and ignore the will of the ancestral Buddha, the greatest creator. Such people are demons, monsters, and the offspring of the unnatural. Humankind originates from sex, just as we originate from our mothers. To insult, demean, or desecrate sex is akin to insulting and desecrating one's mother. This is the act of an unworthy descendant. For ages, human values have been inverted. Throughout history, those who suppressed, vilified, degraded, and restricted sexuality have been glorified as moral paragons, as if the further one distances oneself from sexuality, the more moral and saintly one becomes. Conversely, those who embrace sexuality are labeled immoral, lowly, and vulgar. This is a grossly distorted value system. To yearn for sex while defiling it, to enjoy sex while vilifying it, how hypocritical, selfish, and cunning such people are. This is the hallmark of those afflicted with spiritual schizophrenia. Sexuality is the most moving, exhilarating, and elevating of all human activities. Sex is simply sex, there is no immoral lust, just as eating food is simply eating, there is no immoral eating. To label sexual love as immoral lust is to desecrate sexuality. Such terminology is the invention of those with foul minds and jealous hearts, and it reflects the hypocritical and narrow-minded jealousy of such individuals. True God does not suppress or desecrate sex. True Buddhas do not suppress or desecrate sex. True angels do not suppress or desecrate sex. True human beings do not suppress or desecrate sex. Only those who rebel against paradise, who resent others' joy and happiness, who harbor distorted and jealous minds, who wish to control and enslave others with hypocrisy, and who are self-righteous hypocrites suppress and desecrate sex. Whether in religious scriptures, spiritual practices, or cultivation theories, any doctrine that suppresses or desecrates sex deviates from the Creator's way. The closer one is to sexuality, the closer one is to paradise. The further one distances oneself from sexuality, the nearer one draws to hell. Don't believe it? Time will tell. Some advocate transcending sexuality. What nonsense! Do you think that by transcending sexuality, you become noble or moral? On the contrary, you become a despicable hypocrite, an embodiment of deviance, leading others astray. As the Buddha said, Buddhas do not recite scriptures, do not adhere to precepts, do not violate precepts, and neither create good nor evil. To seek Buddha, one must see one's true nature. To see one's true nature is to be Buddha. Without seeing one's true nature, reciting scriptures, observing fasts, and following precepts are futile. Chanting the name of Buddha does not make one a Buddha, reciting scriptures does not make one a Buddha, chanting mantras, fasting, or observing precepts does not make one a Buddha, and even performing almsgiving does not make one a Buddha. Only those who truly perceive their innate nature and achieve unity with sexuality can attain Buddhahood. Tell me, why do you flee from sexuality? What is your reason? Human sexuality is integral to the essence of one's nature. Do not reject, avoid, or attempt to transcend sexuality. Instead, celebrate, praise, and relish it. How one engages in sexuality is a matter of personal refinement. If you insist on enjoying fine cuisine in a latrine or dining alongside pigs and dogs, that reflects your personal taste, character, and style, not an issue with the cuisine itself. Where does Buddhism guide people? Toward the pure land of ultimate bliss. Why is it called the pure land of ultimate bliss? How can one achieve ultimate bliss? The answer lies in uniting with sexuality and merging into its infinite essence. Only then can one reach the pure land and experience true bliss. How does one unite with sexuality and merge into its essence? Through 3 steps. The union of male and female forms the Taiji. Integration with the heavens leads to formlessness. Union with the Tao leads to holography. I am Deiform Buddha, the messenger of the greatest creator, the embodiment of God, Buddha, and celestial being. From this day forth, regardless of ethnicity, nationality, or religion, anyone seeking the Creator's way must follow my teachings. The path I guide leads to heaven, those who stray toward hell diverge from my teachings. This article is but one of my writings on sexuality. To fully comprehend my perspective and message, one must read all my writings on the subject. Otherwise, misunderstandings and partial interpretations are inevitable.